Hello, everyone, and welcome to 2K Sports. Damon Bruce here. The young NBA season still rich with optimism. It's the Brooklyn Nets going up against the Sacramento Kings. See you soon.
Tremendous balance and knows how to use his body. He'll make his move, get fouled, but still have the balance and the footwork to finish the play and get 3 points out of the possession.
We take a look at the Nets. This is a critical time for them. They've got guys, a lot of away games coming up, and it's a stretch that's going to be a very, very difficult test.
This is certainly not the way this team wanted to start the season, Kevin. I mean, they just haven't been able to get anything. Oh, how about that basketball, man? Beautiful. Wow.
It's not possible. What we just thought, is that possible?
Not probable, but it is.
I don't know what all that meant, but you're right, Clark.
A season to forget for the Sacramento Kings a year ago. There were times they looked pretty good, but more times than not, they couldn't sustain high-level play. Still managed to do fairly well against Eastern Conference teams.
About the Kings or something about the East? Probably the latter, but not bad for Sacramento to have that record.
And the basket by Rubio. Outside Williams. He feeds it to Pierce. Williams. Nets passing it around. The three from Johnson. It's good. Great play by Williams to set it up.
But you can't leave him alone, especially from long range.
Williams against Rubio. Kicks it out to Johnson. Launches it. Rejected by McLemore. And that's a
footing and becomes an excellent coach.
Rubio outside. Watch with the steal. From 15 feet away, and the jumper is up.
You know, last season for the Nets, high expectations, guys. They were the runaway pick to be the most improved team in the league, and ownership stressed that their goal was nothing less than the championship. They had a bumpy stretch at one point, steadied them, and it's hard to draw charges as quick as players are at this level. That's not an easy bit of work there.
Looking at who's out there now for the Nets. Alan Anderson's checked in for Pierce. Terry comes in for Joe Johnson. And it's Tyshawn Taylor in for Darren Williams. Last season, he seemed to get better, Clark, as the season wore on. Not usually the case with injuries.
But I think he, like a lot of players, Kevin, may have still been recovering from the grind of point for them in this one, fellas. I can feel it.
Yeah, it's a physical game, and so far the numbers show that they've got the edge on the glass.
That's good. Here's Muhammad. Off target from three-point range. Brooklyn leading by 7. They grabbed their own miss. Gets it to go. Brooklyn's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. A 3 from Anderson. Anderson can't get that one to fall. Last outing for Sacramento, they won that game against the Trailblazers.
Yeah, it didn't seem to be much of a challenge for them in that game.
Entire game, and no matter what unit was out there, looked like a mismatch to me.
Rubio against Taylor. And Ricky Rubio gets the whistle that time. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus.
We'll go to the long free throw shooting team in general. Guys, they shot 73% as a team a year ago.
And those aren't the kind of numbers they can afford to repeat throughout this season. He has such terrific form and consistency on his free throw. Beautiful to watch.
Fredette dishes to Green. Fires the 3. That's good from Fredette on the assist by Green. Fredette's got himself going there. Brooklyn guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Well, they've been getting to the foul line here an awful lot. The aggressive play really paying off.
Yeah, and you know what? It also helps to put the mute button on the crowd. I mean, when you methodically score at the line, that can put those fans on their hands.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. So for Brooklyn now, Livingston is out there with Terry. Then there's Al.
Las Vegas, Seattle, finally a new ownership group committed to keeping the team in sight.
Second chance shot. And he banks in the layup. California.
I think it surprised everyone, Kevin. Seattle made such a strong bid. I think most people felt the team would end up in Seattle, but Johnson did his job the next couple of years.
Here's Young into Begovic. The stupendous finish in traffic. Williams up on top. He has 5, and it's sent back by Begovic. Now the feed to Young. And the basket is good. The call goes his way.
They were going to make him earn his points at the line.
Johnson, that's for 2, and misses it off the right side of the rim.
I thought he'd make that one. I mean, that's his range, and the defense nowhere to be seen.
You know, one part of Joe Johnson's game that tends to get overlooked, guys, is his ability to create space with the dribble. He's got great size, and that ability makes him the potent scorer he is.
But I think he could do a little more damage inside if he chose to. He's got the body to be a good post-up player.
And Bahamute's checked in for Nikola Pekovic. And that one's good by Aldridge.
Higher than me and are more athletic than me. But you can't have any excuses. Just do what you gotta do. Guys, he finds a way.
One of the hardest working players in the league. Thank you, Doris. Shot's good by Blatch. Aldridge against Pierce. They double up Pierce. Williams dishes to Johnson. Good, and it's Williams who picks up the assist.
Good window. A rebuild is the logical thing, but for your veteran star, I mean, how does he fit in with that? Sometimes, you know, emotion gets caught up in your decision-making process, but you got to do what's best for the team.
And Brooklyn making a change here. Garnett's checked in. The Kings trailed by 13. Aldridge, guarded by Garnett, looking to end the run. And Aldridge, the basket on the assist by Rubio.
Served them well in this opening half, Clark.
Here's Johnson. Takes it into the teeth of the D and converts the layup.
Handling the Western Conference teams, and 30 chances against teams out west, they only won 13 times.
And the dunk by Lopez. Division, Steve, like the Atlantic.
Well, that was the difference last year in terms of who won the Atlantic. The Knicks had a great record against the West, and the Nets did not. So I think to get a high seed, to win their division, the Nets have to have a better record.
Working on Green. Back to Williams. There's the triple. Offensive rebound. Here's Lopez. Oh, and it looks like that's going to be a goaltending call.
A lot of amateur officials in the crowd, and not one of them liked it.
Catching up on the changes for Sacramento. And Bahamute's checked in for Plumlee. Now here's Johnson, defended by McLemore. Johnson kicks to Williams. That one falls, coming off the Johnson feed. Johnson's got his 3rd assist on the night.
Well, there's plenty to like about him as a player, but you know, one thing that really stands out is quick trigger. He can catch the ball in space, defenders all over him, but you know, in an instant.
Ability, not just the right pass, not just perfect placement, but excellent timing to spring his guys for the best possible look.
Andre Blatch, he's checked in for Kevin Garnett. Williams passes to Johnson. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
Boy, what a significant turnaround here in the second quarter, after only making 40% from the field in the first.
McLemore dishes to Begovic. Now the pass to McLemore. Rubio outside. Sinks the triple. Rubio's got 8 points.
How about that for a response?
They will say they can give the 3 as well as they can take the 3.
Up in time. Shot is no good. A dominating first half of basketball, and so far hasn't been close. Nets out in front, just dominating this one. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of the 3rd quarter.
And now, brought to you by Sprint.
It's Wednesday night at the 2K Sports Studio, and this is the halftime report. Brooklyn up on top against Sacramento. They've struggled a bit in the early going this season, but appear to be in good shape for the second half. Darren Williams on cruise control in this one against the Kings D. He's got 14 points, and he's made some key plays in the assist department, too. For the Kings, though, in this one, plenty of work still to be done. Their three-point shooting has been nowhere to be found. It's really hurt them offensively. That's why they're behind. Tough start for Shabazz Muhammad. Dreadful from the field. He hasn't connected on any of his shots. And delivered.
It's been one outstanding game from Darren Williams.
Yeah, the magic touch with the ball. He just made great decisions, piling up the assists there in the first half, and really doing a nice job for his teammates.
You know, it isn't a very common occurrence, Steve. Typically, he's more likely to be on the receiving end of the pass, but so far, it's been the other way around here.
We've got Young. McLemore is out there with Ricky Rubio in the second half.
Well, it's natural to worry about how Rubio would be able to play after tearing his ACL, but, you know, he came back last season and showed he still could create space and drop that perfect.
10th in steals, and he was also a top 20 shooter from the field, so really a nice all-around offensive year for him.
And, Steve, I don't think he
Came back better than ever.
Yeah, well, being young helps for sure. The recovery period happens a little quicker, but I think it also showed his great work ethic. He really attacked his rehab, and that bodes well for his future development of his game also.
And Doris Burke has some.
Basketball, that's what you have for your whole life. So next was going to be basketball. And once he and his agent
Kicks to McLemore. 16 feet away. Oh, trying for it. Brooklyn with the rebound. Garnett's got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
it's a +5 advantage for them in the rebounding category after that board.
Very steady work they've been doing on the interior, no question, and that's, I think, the main reason they have this lead.
That shot wide open. Here's Lopez. 8 points for him. It's Pierce with the drive. Gets it to go. Pierce has got 5.
Well, I'll tell you what, the defenders didn't even get a sniff of him. They're paying for that right now. Good timeout here.
Here's Rubio. And again, it's Sacramento converting. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. Williams attacking. A strong finish under heavy pressure.
I mean, he doesn't care how much height he's giving up. It's attitude with him.
Shots good from Young. Williams, here we go. No good. Good D by Rubio.
He just has not been able to get into that groove yet, guys. But as a whole, it hasn't affected them too much.
Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. Andre Bluch, he's checked in for Lopez. And it's Evans in for Kevin Garnett. And that one's good by Aldridge. Shot clock at 5. Johnson outside. It's stolen by McLemore. And the Kings pushing it up now. There's the block. And here we go. Brooklyn fast break. Here's Taylor, and it's blocked by Fredette. And here we go. Young's got it. The fast break chance. And finished off by McLemore.
Even when they're down, he's still looking to do the spectacular. And he pulled it off.
Well, maybe this is the best time to do it. Sorry. 17-foot shot on the way. And that one's good. Johnson's got 15 points. Into LaMarcus Aldridge. Nice pass. Running to the rack perfectly for the layup.
And on target.
Taylor gets a screen from Evans. Taylor with the ball. Picked up by Aldridge. That's good.
Out on him, Steve. He's knocking him down.
Lopez with the steal. In transition, here come the Nets. Johnson's got the ball. And down it goes, jamming that one home. And a chance now to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for the Nets
tonight. And you see how feisty they've been on the defensive end this game.
Here's Young. Again, Sacramento.
What about Brook Lopez's name was and what the Nets would give up for Dwight Howard. I mean, well, all of that talk goes away now, at least for a minute, because he signed that extension with the Nets. And because of that, I think he was more comfortable. And it showed in his...
Taylor attacking. Evans. Good. Evans has got his first basket of the night. He's been worth every penny.
Yeah, I agree with that. First-time All-Star. He improved as a shot blocker and a rebounder. I thought he should have got maybe...
Passes to Pekovic. And that one's good. Pekovic has got 8.
They're not as aggressive from the outside here, but maybe they should think about stretching the defense a little bit, like they did in the first half. I mean, stretching the defense makes it easier to score inside, too.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Johnson, that's for 2. And the Kings pushing it up now. Fredette, the pass to Young. Feeds to Fredette. Aldridge left side. Evans with the steal. In transition, here come the Nets. Johnson's got the ball. Rejected by McLemore. Here's Fredette. No luck. Battle to this point. Here's Williams. On the court for the Nets, getting the fourth quarter going. Down low, Kevin Garnett and Brook Lopez. At the guards, Deron Williams and the Jet, Jason Terry. Williams. Anderson outside. Leads him in there. Terry uses the glass to finish the layup. And it's Terry off the drive. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Rubio outside, tries a 3, and the shot is good. And we've made our way through just over a minute and a half in this fourth quarter. And here we go, Brooklyn fast break. And it's Anderson that time on the assist by Terry. Amute, 6 to shoot. And you can count it, he'll go to the line with a chance to make it 3.
What a display of offense we've seen today, and it's only getting better.
Well, both defenses have been on their heels all day, and it's begun to take its toll.
I'll be looking forward to seeing how that Detroit game plays out for sure.
And Amute dishes to Pekovic. That is good.
Wasted possessions. Those inside shots are really high percentage looks.
And that one's good by Pierce. Defense on him. And Amute kicks to Aldridge. And that one's good. And Williams, here we go. The feather touch on the finger roll.
Coach is going over with his team. He laid one thing out there for them, saying, now is the time to eliminate any chance of a mistake.
Terry covering. The drive by Green. Gets it to go.
Love it. Old school. Just physical play in the paint. Dominate.
And now Sacramento on the break. Sacramento gets it back. Nick Roberts. Count that one. Just 4 to shoot. He nails it. And we're tied up.
They have finally fought all the way back to even the score. We're back to square one. Whole new ball game.
And with a comeback like that, they've definitely got the upper hand going forward.
Williams attacking. Good. Williams has got 4 points this quarter. Pass to Plumlee. Muhammad. That's good.
That's where you like to get shots, inside and close to the hoop.
There's 1:17 left in the fourth. Rubio dishes.
Incredible.
I don't know that this is the time for that.
And Clark, he had to go for it, didn't he?
I'm with you, Kevin. You can't fault him for that.
Back to Rubio. He's off from 3. The Nets have gotten exactly 2/3 of their shots to find the bottom of the net here in the fourth. 8-12. Trifecta.
Well, I'll tell you what, it's a scary sight when Johnson starts lighting it up like this.
Sacramento's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. And Rubio kicks to Turioff. Young with the ball. Now Pierce defending.
Yeah, he'll make the walk of shame back to the bench. He gets to watch the rest from the sideline.
And Baamute's checked in for Ricky Rubio. He That's the first, and that puts them up by 5. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 6-point ball game.
Those foul shots put them that much more in the driver's seat.
Sacramento's gotten the 3-point bug tonight. They've taken 15 shots outside the arc. 6 of 15. Turioff kicks to Mbamute. This is to Young. Again, Young missing. Here's Garnett. Outside Williams. He kicks it to Johnson. And so they foul intentionally. Good on the first, and that makes it a 7-point lead. So both teams changing it up here. And so he drops them both. It's an 8-point game. Now a timeout called by Sacramento. 9 seconds left in the game. And once again off the mark by Sacramento. And so it's Brooklyn with the win. Both teams played well, but these guys have the edge.
Yeah, I think so. They were just state night sharp. Very on top of their game here.
Well said. Thank you for joining us for this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. For Clark, Stephen Doris, and the rest of the crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for joining us, and we'll see you next time. Last but not least, here is your Jordan Player of the Game, Joe Johnson.